Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, I'll be with you in right 1 second. Hey, yeah, I have my instructional technology video getting ready to start, so I gotta let you go. Okay, bye. Hi, it's me, Mr. Peterson, your professor for instructional technology, and today we are talking about the use of cell phones in school. Oh, this isn't actually a phone. This is just a calculator. Because I'm actually recording on my cell phone right now. Okay, so that's enough of that. Cell phone use in schools is kind of a hot topic. Teachers don't always agree on a single philosophy. Depending on the different administrators you have, each one can be telling you different ways to use it, or maybe your school decides not to use it. There's really no one right or wrong way. So I just wanted to talk about a few things to keep in mind as we start talking about cell phones in our classrooms. First of all, cell phones can be pretty useful instructional tools. They have calculators on them. They can be used to browse online to search for answers for things like that. In my class, we use cell phones for the camera function from my graphic design and digital design classes. Also, in our IT fundamentals class, we design mobile device apps, and we use our phones to test our apps on them. I've seen science teachers have students record the labs that they're working on, or students will record their results and put together a little video explaining what they learned from their lab. For PE, you could record workouts, and then especially in this distance learning, maybe you could record your workout, send it to your PE teacher for proof that you are doing activities and stuff like that. Cell phones can be pretty useful, but also cell phones can be a little bit of a distraction. What? I don't have my headphones in. So obviously, sometimes students may have their earbuds in, listening, not staying on task. Sometimes they're texting friends. Sometimes they might be trying to take pictures of other students without their permission and post them online. And it can be kind of a cyberbullying technique that we have to keep an eye for. Here are some tips that I think we should keep in mind about cell phones. Number one rule, know what your administrators and what your school district policies are. Some people may feel really strong about their own personal beliefs for cell phones, but that's not going to be more important than what your district philosophy is. Item number two, if you are going to have cell phones able to be used in your classroom, have a place to put them that's optional. If students are afraid that they're maybe not going to make wise choices, or if you have some students where they're not making wise choices with their phones, have a safe place where that phone can go. The calculator caddy. Another idea you could try with cell phones is having the class kind of come up with like a list of 10 rules to follow. You can kind of use your teacher mind powers to kind of lead this discussion and make rules like you're not allowed to take pictures of other people during your classroom. It's only used for research purposes or the calculator function. Or you could say it's acceptable to listen to music while you are working, just not while I'm talking and giving directions. You could have some of those guidelines where the students kind of help come up with reasonable use, where they can use them respectfully and at the appropriate time. Be sure to lead by example. Sometimes you can avoid some arguments or future problems with students if you're not having your phone out. I know we're the adult and we're the teacher, but it just makes things a lot easier if when you have a classroom rule, if you're following that same rule that you came up with. So yeah, that's about all I can really think of right now that's coming to my mind. Just make sure with your phones you're following your district policies so that you don't get yourself into any trouble with that. You don't want to be the one teacher that is allowing your student to use phones, and then all the other teachers are following the same rule, and then your student goes, well, so and so lets me use it in their class. That's not a good way to survive a teaching career, to have the rest of your colleagues angry at you. If they are allowed in your room, having those instructional strategies where students can use them to help them and as a learning tool. During this week, we're going to have an opportunity to look at some different ways that cell phones can be used in class. And most specifically, we're going to look at Kahoot as an example, where students can use their cell phones as a buzzer to answer questions, and that can be used like as a review or an assessment or even pre-teaching. So hopefully those things will be useful. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully by the end of this unit we'll have some good ideas about how we can live a good teaching life with the presence of phones.